Mike Vrabel announced to the media that Will Levis will be the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans moving forward, and Ryan Tannehill will be relegated to QB2 and Will Levis is backup. Now, a little bit of context here. Will Levis is averaging 250 passing yards a game with 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception on the season. That interception came on the last play against the Steelers where he was trying to make a play happen. He threw it right to Quan Alexander for the interception. Ryan Tannehill, however, is averaging 188 passing yards per game with 2 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on the season. This is kind of a stupid question here, but I gotta ask it. Does Will Levis give the Titans the best chance to be successful?
Absolutely. He looks like a very good young prospect. As we said, the best ones show it early, and he's showing that he has the confidence and the arm. My God, the guy's got a rocket arm. He threw some very deep balls, beautiful passes. He's got a wide receiver out there in D-Hop that can make the plays. I say put him out there, and he's the future for that team. And it's best to get him out there now. Their season's not going so great. Maybe he can help them turn around. Being beat by the Steelers is nothing to be ashamed of. The Steelers have a great defense. T.J. Watt, right? They have him. So I don't think that was that was a tough team to go up against in your second pro start. So I say, it's a small sample size right now, but I'd say give him the chances. Get him a lot of snaps. See how he does the rest of this year, and he should be your quarterback going into the future.
I completely agree with you. The fact that he's getting pressured the second most in the league right now, nearly 50% of his dropbacks he's being pressured on. I mean, that's something to say. Not only that, the Titans this year in totality are throwing the ball much deeper than any other NFL team. Take away Will Levis, who has attempted the highest percentage of deep balls. Ryan Tannehill. If you include Will Levis, he takes the number 1 spot. More than 1/4 of his passing yards are passes of 20 yards or further. 28% of his passes are 20-plus yards. The kid is throwing the football. You have guys like Colin Cowherd in the draft prospect who said that he didn't like the fact that Will Levis was flexing his muscles, taking shirtless selfies or whatever the case may be. Who cares? How do you play on the field? Now, there were questions about his decision-making. Well, if you put him with a coach like Mike Vrabel, who is a player's coach, develops a great culture, this is a potential expected outcome for the Tennessee Titans. Now, here's a big question. We're going to obviously make our picks on Friday. The Buccaneers are 1-point favorites at home against the Titans. Will you be willing to pick, especially after a soul-crushing loss against the Texans? Would you give Will Levis a shot against the Bucs defense this week?
I will. Yeah, sure. I'd let him play out there. That's another pretty good defense, and I think that will be a close game. I really do. I think that the Bucs are going to be stung by that loss to Minnesota, or they're going to come out and play well. The Titans, I don't think they're a great team. Where's their running game this year? It's not. Is Derrick Henry over the hill? Is he taking one too many hits?
That's what people are asking. That's what people. They have the 12th best running game in the NFL. Yeah. 26th best passing game. Well, that was Ryan Tannehill, part of that.
Now I think they'll come up some with Levis.
Absolutely.
The way he throws it. Wow.
I mean, we did what went wrong, what went right for us last week, and we said after the win that Levis had, I believe it was against the Falcons have been dealing with such crushing losses lately. You lost to Will Levis having a phenomenal game, then Josh Dobbs comes in here and ruins your day. 2 straight weeks of just unlucky nature for the Falcons. But I will say this. We both said in the what went wrong, what went right, back in the draft, we said Will Levis should go 4th overall at least to the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts wanted to go more mobile, so be it. He got pushed all the way to the second round. By the way, they picked Peter Skoronski. I can understand that their offensive line sucks. I hate to break it to you, the offensive line still sucks. They are one of the worst. They used to have the worst offensive line, at least in pass blocking efficiency.
Who was the Patriots' first round pick?
The first round pick this year was Gonzalez.
All right.
Christian
Well, that
Gonzalez.
was a really good pick.
Yeah.
But they could have picked Levis.
I don't know if they would, but
They weren't going to do that.
I'll
obviously.
say this right now. Tennessee is the 31st ranked offensive line. You're going up against the Buccaneers, who graded-wise, pass rush, I'll bring up the grade right now. Pass rush, they are not as good as I thought. 22nd. Here we go. Okay, if PFF is ranking the Bucs pass rush as 22nd in the league, I'm saying Titans win. I'll give 27-24 Titans win.
Where are they, the pass defense?
Pass rush, at least the Bucs are 22nd.
But how about their pass?
If you do total pass defense, I'll bring that up right now for you. They are shocking 31st.
Huh?
Again, the same problem. I'll say this right now. The Bucs have had the same problem for the past 4 seasons. With Tom Brady, horrible passing defense. Now with Baker Mayfield, even worse pass defense.
Huh?
So
I'm surprised by that. I thought the defense was better than that. It's fallen off.
It's pretty bad. They have the 29th total ranked defense. So the Bucs defensively, at least passing wise, are bad once again.
I think the Titans will win that game.
I think they will. I'll take a 27-24. I don't know if it'll be a Harvey hot hand pick.
How's the defense against the run?
9th. They got that back from last year. Yeah, 9th.
Well, then that slows Derrick Henry down.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
I'll say that.
I would say that had a role in the Titans losing to the Steelers. Derrick Henry, 75 yards, 17 carries. If he'd had 25 yards and 110 yards rushing, they probably would have won that game, I think.
Not only that, the Steelers run very, very effectively. Jalen Warren had a great game. Najee Harris had a great game.
Yeah.
So I'll also say the Titans defense couldn't do a great job stopping that run. So could we see Rashad White or I don't know if Chase Edmonds is hurt. He came back. Chase Edmonds could have a good game. There's some questions to throw out there whether or not the Titans could pull out this win. But Will Levis is getting his I believe this is his 3rd straight start, and I'll give you props. I was a little bit I don't know if Mike Vrabel will make this move. Whatever, maybe next season he will. You called it. Will Levis should be the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, and you nailed it right on the head. And on cue, we talked about it last week. On cue, the first opportunity Vrabel had, he made Will Levis the starter, and he even said, "We see things with Levis."
Yeah, obviously you see it. And it's not hard to see. He threw 4 touchdown passes his first game. Huh?
Yeah, no, it's
some long passes there too. Really long passes, right on the money. Yeah.
What, 2 50-yard passes?
I thought that the knock on him was his accuracy. Man, I didn't see that.
Decision making. He played for Kentucky. Kentucky's not a football school. You can't name a few players coming out of Kentucky. They're a basketball school, and their basketball team hasn't been that great in recent years. So right now, sports-wise, they haven't been all that great. Like, same thing. Daniel Jones was, the 6th overall pick? He came from Duke. Duke's not a football school. You picked him 6th or 5th overall.
I know. He could have been
Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, any one of these top schools. Pick it from there. You'll have a decent chance to hit. Duke and Kentucky, which are not predominantly football schools, how much success are you going to get from them? Not entirely sure, but it's interesting. You called it. I'll give you your props. Will Levis, starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans moving forward.
Wasn't that hard to pick. I saw it coming.
I mean, I knew it was going to come. If
he'd thrown 4 interceptions instead of 4 touchdowns, probably not. But he threw 4 touchdowns.
Now, I'll give you that, but I will say this. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't expect the first opportunity Vrabel got to make him the starter, he would do it. So, in that regard, I guess I could say...
the way Ryan and Tannehill's played the last
hey.
couple of seasons, it wasn't a hard choice.
Yeah. Now, even then, though, people, ripped on us a little bit for saying, he was the number 1 seed in the AFC, led him to a playoff game. The first game, he threw 3 interceptions. The first pass in that game was an interception.
Terrible. He played terrible.
Ryan Tannehill has not been that great. Let's keep it 100 right now. With the Dolphins, he was a cataclysmic failure. So much so he's considered a bust. He comes in, he has the highest pass rating in a season in NFL history. Doesn't really amount to anything, really, but he did have that. I will say that's a fair...
It was a flash in the pan.
Literally, yeah, I'll give you that. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.